This is a 2024 Toyota Tacoma TRD Off-Road, and in this video, I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about it. First, we'll start with the front. We'll talk about the engine and the looks up here. Then we'll go inside. We'll talk about the creature comforts as well as the tech. So in the video, we'll talk about all the great features of this bed right here, and I'll show you the window sticker as well. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright, so let's start off with the front here, guys. So here you have your grille. Most of it is pretty much open, except for like the parts right here on the sides. This allows the air to the radiator, so does this. This is where your sensors are for your automatic cruise controls and the safety systems. These are your ultrasonic parking sensors, and these are your lower lights that actually come with this model. And then moving on here to your headlights, here's your low and high beams, and your turn signal is right there. That's an incandescent bulb. This is an LED, and then one more ultrasonic parking sensors right here and on the other side as well. And then you have these fake vents. They don't really do much, and these you can see are functional, so that's a good thing. And one last thing I wanted to confirm is that on the non-off-road models, there's a little plastic thing that's down here. It's supposed to help with the aerodynamics, but on the off-road model, that's not there. All right, let's talk about the engine. This is your 2.4 cylinder inline 4. It has a turbo paired to it and an 8-speed automatic transmission. Now you know what that means. Gone is the V6. And I made a video with the last gen Tacoma as well, so if you want to check that out, make sure to click up there and see that. But that was a tried and true V6. It was time tested. For this one, we'll have to see how long it lasts and if it lives to the Toyota standards that everyone expects. So now let's talk about the power and efficiency. This engine produces 278 horsepower and 317 pound-feet of torque, and the fuel economy is 19 city, 23 highway, and 21 combined. Before we move on, let me mention a couple of quick things that I really like about the way this engine is laid out. So here is your air filter. Pop these two things off, lift it up, change your air filter, pop it right back on. Very easy to do, save yourself like 50 bucks. Next thing is your battery. Here you go, easily accessible. Nothing blocking your access to it. Very easy to replace here if you need to. And then there's the engine. No unnecessary covers or anything if you want to work on the engine. Now more and more cars are making this harder and harder with the plastic covers, this and that. By covering it all up and preventing you from changing it yourself, or making it harder at least, they're just trying to make more money. But Toyota is not doing that, and that gets a thumbs up. And the last little quirk before we move on to the interior is this rod that holds the hood up. Now as you can see, there are two holes right here. You can put it in here or there. So if you don't want it as high, you can simply use that one. But if you want it higher, you can use that one. I've never seen that. All right, so let's talk about the side profile of this Tacoma. You have TRD off-road stickers on both sides of the truck on the back here. Wheel arches that are matched with the side molding here. Then the tire here is you get a BF Goodrich Trail Terrain tire. Now this is a 265/70 R17 tire. That means this is a 17-inch wheel. Obviously you get 4-wheel disc brakes. I do really like the TRD rims. They look pretty nice here. As I already mentioned, you have side moldings to prevent dings on the door. You have black door handles, both front and back, and a black Tacoma badge, which I actually really like more than that chrome one. And then finally, let's talk about these side steps. These are fixed in place. These are what Toyota calls Predator steps on their window sticker. I don't understand what exactly makes these Predator steps, but if you guys know, let me know in the comments below. But jokes aside though, I do really like these steps. They have this texture here that would actually really help with grip on your shoes. So if you have muddy shoes or snowy shoes, which should really help here. So that is great detail. And the last thing, this thing also has mud guards for all 4 wheels. Right, let's get inside. Have the key in my pocket. Just put your hand there. As you can see, the truck unlocked. Open it up. Here is your door panel. You got hard plastic up here. Everything is pretty much hard plastic, except for this where your elbow would rest. I suppose you could also rest it there, but that's not going to be comfortable for long. I do like this. This has a rubbery texture, so you can easily grab on and won't slip off. Here's your TRD badge again, and then a small phone pocket, I suppose. And then your bottle holders, and then I'm not sure what exactly you would store in here, but yeah, it's there. Then a small light. And you got a JBL sound system. That is the upgraded sound system in this thing. Here is your 8-way power adjustable cloth seat with plenty of support. I do really like cloth seats over leather seats just because I feel like there's always that more give and it's more comfortable in the long run. Maybe that's just me. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Here's your controls for the 8-way power adjustable seat. So this will move the seat up and down, forward and back, as well as the front will move your thigh support up and down. This will just control your backrest. This is for your lumbar support, which actually is 4-way, so goes up, down, left and right. So that is really nice. Now here's something you don't see every day. The same passenger seat, same great cloth seats, same support, same controls, 8-way power adjustable, including the lumbar support. That is really nice. Here is your view from the driver's seat. The mirrors actually have your blind spot monitoring system lights in there as well. That's nice. All right, let's start up the car. All right, as you can see, that's a full LCD driver's information display. And here are your safety controls. And here's your controls for that screen, as well as the media controls. And on the left side, you have your lighting controls. And on the right side, those are your wipers. And your start stop button is right up here. To the left of the steering wheel, here are all of your controls. And to the right of the steering wheel, behind there is your trailer brake controls. Here's the optional 14-inch multimedia display. You can see it's not set up yet. It will be set up by the owner who buys this vehicle, so I can't set that up, but it is actually very, very responsive. If you have seen my Tundra video, you've already seen this display in there as well, so nothing different here. The same display, very, very responsive again. Very easy to use, so nothing else to say there. Moving on down here is your heated steering wheel button. And then for your climate controls, very big knob, very easy to use. I love that. Then your heated seat controls right there, 3-level heated seats for driver and passenger. No cool seats, unfortunately. Then here's for your front defogger, rear defogger, then mode to change where the air goes. And then this is to control the air recirculation and for your AC as well. This is for your fan controls, as you can see there. Here's your hazards and a big volume knob, as well as if you press it, one touch turns off your audio system. Further down, you have your wireless charger and then a mat just to keep your phone, I suppose. And then you have a 45-watt fast charging USB-C outlets. This is really nice to see. And then down here is your cigarette lighter style old power outlet for other accessories if you need it. And then a small storage space right here you can use as well. And then a grab handle for the passenger, again coated with rubber material. That's really nice, won't slip. And then if you put this thing in reverse, here is your backup camera. So it does have guidelines that move as you turn the wheel. And this actually lets you change the view. It's the same camera, not a different camera, but it's kind of like a wide distorted view. I suppose I think this is a better view, but that is your rear view camera. And then moving on down here, here's your gear knob, your parking brake, brake hold button, your 2 high, 4 high, and 4 low settings are down here. To change them, you have to press these 2 buttons on the side and then turn, as you can see right here. And then here's the dial for your drive mode selector, tow haul button, your multi-terrain select system, as well as your crawl and descent control system as well. Here's for your differential control and your stabilization bar, and 2 decent cup holders right here. Moving inside the glove box, oh, this is very disappointing. It is not that deep. It is only about, I'd say, maybe 5 inches deep and 6 inches wide. So really not that deep. Not much you can store in there. Then you got 2 cup holders back here for the rear passengers. And then on the passenger side, your glove box. That's pretty decent size with your manuals in there. And here's a quick control to get into the back there where your air filter is. And then a Tacoma badge up here. And then some loose stuff you can put there to carry. Right here is your top control panel. Here's for your lighting controls. This is for your sunroof and your SOS button. This controls your rear window. So if you press and hold, it opens. And if you pull and hold, it closes. And your sunglass holder. Not really much to it, very simple. And here is your pretty standard size sunroof. It actually does open. Obviously you can open the back as well to vent. But yeah, nothing special, so that is all I'm gonna say about that. All right, entering into the second row, you have the same hard plastic. The difference is this is also hard now. The front door actually had this soft for your elbows. Your window controls, your TRD logo, 3 bottle holders and a speaker. And if you have child in the back, here's your child lock. Simply slide it down, and that won't let them open from the inside. Right, so here we are in the back seat. Now that seat is set for me as a 6-foot person. As you can see, my knees are almost touching the back of that seat. You have a single seat back pocket over here, none over there. 2 USB-C ports, and then an AC 120 volt outlet right here. You can put car seats in here. There are latch anchors on both sides. The middle seat, however, does not have the latch anchor, so you do have the top tethers in the back, so you can use that if you need to put 3 car seats in here. And you have a LED light up here if you like to read back here. I'm gonna turn that off because I'm never gonna read. Not something that I'm a fan of doing, so if that's your thing, you got the light up here to do it. Right, now let's quickly talk about these seats. So these bottom cushions actually lift up just like that. Nothing else needed, nothing to it. Secret storage down here, really like that. If you have the hybrid version, I believe this is where the battery goes, so you would lose that storage. But since this is not the hybrid version, you have a storage here. Now, if you pull this tab up here, it reveals some small storage behind the seat. And here is where your jack and the tools to replace the tire if you have a flat. Here's your view of the Tacoma from the back. You can see Tacoma stamped in the middle with a 4x4 black sticker there. And then your receiver for the tow hitch. And if you're towing, you already know what these are used for. And behind that, you can see actually you can access it from under. That is your spare tire. And that is actually a full-size spare, not just a temporary spare, which is really, really nice. I love that. And while we're here, here's your backup camera. And to open it up, simply lift it and easy open there. On the right here, you have a 400 watt, 120 volt outlet and a light, as well as a small storage pocket. So you can simply put that up and lock it in place. On the left here, you have another light, a 12 volt cigarette lighter style power outlet here behind the rubber seal. And then 2 USB-C ports, really nice to see that in the bed here. And another 7.5 amp connector. I'm not sure what that is used for, so if you know, please let me know in the comments below. Additionally to that, you have 4 hooks, so 1, 2, 3, and 4. You can use those to tie stuff down. And you have these rails here. So there are cleats inside, which I'll show you. You can simply put them in and lock them in place, and then you can use those to lock stuff down in here as well. Alright, so this was the 2024 Toyota Tacoma TRD Off-Road. If you stuck around this far, I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Now, if you are in the market for one of these, this thing stickers for $53,575. Now, the dealership, King's Toyota, where I borrowed this truck from, they are having a promotion on this thing. So they are offering $3,552 off. So if you are in market for one, check them out. And thanks so much to them for allowing me to film this video with this truck. If you enjoyed the video, you guys know what to do. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time.